Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Play Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. I'm your host today, Silent Senior 09. Last time we left off, we had a very grueling session of solving Round 5's puzzles. Look at all those check marks, man. And man, look at them. Oh, so beautiful. Today, we're here to fill in all the check marks for Round 6. Now, I don't know how this is going to go, because I mentioned, I think, last time that I've never actually completed all the puzzles for Round 6 for this game. So it could be a very painful process, a very salty process, or it could actually be very epic. But we won't know till we try, so here we go. Yeah! Alrighty, and starting off Extra 6-1, we have an entire tower of nonsense. I don't think that's really too unreasonable to describe that as this, but it does look like a tower of nonsense here. At least we got the carnival sound of music, so that's nice. Alright, so we got 6 hearts, 6 cyan triangles, 3 blue triangles, and then we have 6 yellow stars. Okay, not too bad. Wait, did I just say 6 cyan? I meant 7 cyan triangles. Okay, so there was actually a problem there. I thought... Initially in my mind I was thinking one thing, but then I said something else, and yeah, you all know, I'm sure, how that feels. It's very frustrating. And once again, it seems that we're going to be plagued with the 4-move counter. I'm noticing that that's really been a pattern pretty much for all of the puzzles up to date. Once we've hit round 4, every puzzle seems to have been 4 moves.
Hitmontop!
It's weird, though, because you would think, oh, why not make them 5 moves? But maybe those are actually easier than 4-move puzzles. Mind equals blown. Oh yeah. I do believe I am remembering very much why I never finished all the puzzles for this game. It wasn't this puzzle that got me completely stumped, but this puzzle definitely sets the tone for what to expect. Unfortunately, I just for the life of me can't remember how to even start the approach with this, so unfortunately I have to use one of our hints again. I know I used it last time on the very last puzzle, and I said I was going to try not to use them, but hey, they're part of the game, and I figured I probably, to get this going and rolling, should use one. So let's go ahead and use the first hint. Alright, according to this, the very first move we should probably consider doing is pulling the cyan triangle out to the left. Alright, so that makes sense. Because every time I would try to do anything originally, specifically with the right side, I would keep running into this issue where the stars on the very top would match, which normally wouldn't be a problem, because it's like, well, the objective is to get all the garbage out of here. But then it kind of throws off the groove of, once the matching starts, everything just kind of falls into place and fixes itself, because that's what pretty much all of these puzzles that we've seen so far were designed to do. But I digress. Now that we know what the first move is, which is to pull the cyan triangle out, let's see what we can do to play around with this a little bit. I think I have an idea. I mean, visually what I'm seeing is we want to move this cyan triangle up here and switch it with the stars. Because then when we match the hearts right here, and I don't know why this seems like a good idea, but it's worth trying, just to see what it does and what is left over. Because as I've said before, sometimes the only way to see the solution is to make a mess first. Alright, so that definitely makes things a little clearer about what's left over based on the moves we've done, and we only have one more move. So let's back it up to the beginning again. So, as I said before, the first move is pull the cyan triangle out. And then maybe instead of doing what I was originally planning to do, which was to get everything set up so that way stuff can start matching on the left-hand side, maybe we need to think about this a little differently. Like, for example, maybe we should actually focus on matching something on the right-hand side. Actually, I got a better idea here. Pull the cyan triangle out, and then just move the star over here. Oh, well, that's not gonna work, is it? Well, let's see what happens. Sadness! All the sadness! And poor Cleffa sitting there crying at me. I'm sorry, Cleffa, I'm sorry. Alright, well, back to the drawing board. Okie dokie artichoke! So the solution for this puzzle is, well, unique, to say the least. So, step 1, we already know what it is. Pull the cyan triangle out to the left. Then, next step I would suggest is go ahead and switch the star and the cyan triangle right here. Come down here where this heart is on the bottom, where it's in between these two cyan triangles. Switch them. And then finally you're going to match the 3 hearts on the right side by pulling the star out. And I know what somebody out there is thinking. No way. No. You're wrong, Silent Senior. This isn't going to work. I thought the same thing too, but yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, baby. Woo! Alright, 1 down and 9 others to go. And that was just the first puzzle. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, and now I remember exactly why I had trouble with that particular puzzle, because as y'all saw, there was a lot of switching between matching horizontal and vertical. I have a feeling they're going to be hitting us fast and hard with a lot of those, and that might be why I got burnt out when I tried to complete this whole puzzling quest thing. Also, I think I see what we need to do. I feel like we want to pull the circle on the bottom out right here, so that way we can take this cyan triangle with a star and switch it. Y'all see where I'm coming from? Yeah, because then it sets up these stars for a T-shape. So then the only other issue is there anything that we need to fix, maybe? I feel like most of it's pretty much covered. I mean, the only thing that sticks out to me are the hearts. So maybe we can move this heart over here and it just kind of fixes itself. Let's find out. Good. Okay, there's your T-shape. There you go. Alright, yeah, that's what I figured. It was going to be a lot of vertical, horizontal, vertical. And then back to horizontal, because that's usually the easiest way to finish up a puzzle. Yay! Alright. At least that one gave me a bit more of a clearer shape. I think when I have to match like T-shape, L-shape, or crisscross, it feels like it's a little easier for me to see the solution, or at least picture how I should approach each puzzle, you know, for using each of the moves. Because when you have an idea of what to set up, I've noticed that it's kind of less intimidating, as opposed to the first puzzle, which really didn't have anything like that. Yeah. So for example, this one, I can see that we probably want to set up a crisscross for the hearts here, because that's the only thing that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Of course, I can't deny that we do actually have 5 purple diamonds, so that's kind of a problem too. But I'm thinking maybe the best way to solve that one is we're going to need to T-shape it for those. So let's set up the hearts first. And then I think to get the star out of the way, because I'm noticing that's going to be a problem if we leave it there, let's pull it out to the left 2 times. So it's set up. Showing off, look at that. Alright, look at that, I'm getting good at these. Yeah, I'm getting cocky now. Watch me get stumped on the next round, jeez. Well, it does help that I actually finished editing like the first 2 extra puzzle videos completely. I haven't even got to the last 3rd round, and then of course the rounds 4 and 5, so yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all are like only getting this on Halloween or something like that because of how friggin' long it's taken me to get these edited. That's whatevs. Also, I should stop talking about technical editing garbage, because as I said before, not everybody cares about that sort of detail. I mean, I see we've got 5 green circles, 5 blue triangles, 6 cyan triangles, and 3 purple diamonds. So really, the only problems I'm seeing are the circles and the dark blue triangles. And I'm not really seeing the shape that they want us to take with those, but I feel like the triangles are going to be either an L shape at the very least for creativity, or they're all going to be split up in a horizontal row on the bottom here. So then that leaves us with the idea of, okay, so what are we going to do with the triangles then? Or the circles. That's a good question. Jeez, man, where's Doc Brown when you need him? To give us 4.1 gigawatts or whatever he says. I forget. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've seen Back to the Future. It might be 21.1 gigawatts or something of that nature. Anyway, shut up, dude. Nobody's asking you to try and remember something from a movie that maybe a handful of people have seen. Seriously. Well, it's time to turn our thinking caps on, so... Thinking cap, initiate! If we were playing a game of Plants vs. Zombies, I feel like the zombies would just give up and say, you know what, you win. They would just flat out quit playing, and we would win by default because my brain is completely and totally smushed up into mini bitty tiny pieces. Wow. These, yes, these puzzles are not really being friendly to us. So, I was kind of on the right track. I think I said something about there's going to be a T-shape maybe somewhere, and that the dark blue triangles specifically, they were going to match in a horizontal combo on the bottom. I think I also brought up the possibility of doing an L shape, but then when I got to thinking about it more, I'm like, wait, they're going to be dropping down? There's no way that is possible to happen under any circumstance, you know, for a combo chain L shape to happen. But, I mean, without... Well, I guess it could be possible, but the way this is set up, it's not possible for that to happen. Anyway, the point is, I was partially right when I said the dark blue triangles are going to match in a combo of 5 on the bottom, and I pretty much figured it's going to be one of the last things that happens. And then these green circles, they were looking like we could use a T-shape. But anyway, enough of the whole spiel of talking about how great it's going to be. First move, take this cyan triangle with the green circle, switch them over here, okay? Then you're going to take this blue triangle with the green circle on top of it, and switch. Then take this blue triangle right here, and pull it out to the bottom right, so that way you have a blue triangle in each column. And then finally we got to figure out, alright, so how do we get this going? I mean, the only match that looks like it can happen if I do something on the right side here is something with these cyan triangles. Well, the best way to not only match those and set up the green circle so that way there's a T-shaped possibility matching is to pull this green circle out. And then the rest is just kind of like, hey, we got this. You sit back, kick back, relax, have yourself some tea. Some tea time! Yes. Spot tea for all these puzzles. I can actually go for some tea right now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll save that for later. For now, let's continue on, because we're not even halfway finished yet. Ugh, yuck. Well, I mean, technically, I guess we passed the halfway point for required puzzles, but you all know me. I'm going to be sitting here making sure I solve every single one of these, even if it just makes me cry many manly tears, or lack of manly tears, I don't know. How do you distinguish between tears, regular tears, and manly tears? I don't know, maybe there's an explanation out there. I'm not going to ask Feed Yourself to find it, though. I was actually half tempted to, but I'm like, nah, that's kind of dumb. I don't want to do that to him. Alright, so what exactly are we looking at? We're looking at 6 yellow stars, 6 cyan triangles, and then the rest are green circles. How many green circles do we have? I mean, there's one up here, there's one right here, then there are these 2 over here, the 2 down here, and then 1 underneath. Well, on a good day, that says there are 7 green circles. So there's at least a combo of 4. Or... yeah, combo 4, sorry. I was about to say or combo 5, but that's only if we have 8 of that same color. So that doesn't really help me a whole lot as far as trying to figure out what we need to do. It does tell me what we don't want to do, which is to match the green circles in a combo of 5 anywhere. So if that happens, yeah, we've already messed up the puzzle. I do like how these cyan triangles are kind of set up, or it looks like they're already fixed, but something tells me that maybe that's not going to be quite so seemingly set up, because we may have to actually do some messing up there. It's kind of like a Rubik's Cube whenever you're trying to solve it. You don't want to mess up something that looks like it just goes together, or it looks like it's all prettied up, but sometimes you have to make a mess of the Rubik's Cube. Actually, I'll take that back, not sometimes. You have to make a mess of the Rubik's Cube whenever you're doing to solve it. Excuse me, I gotta learn to speak right today. In order to completely fill in all the puzzle of the Rubik's Cube, if you will. Speaking of Rubik's Cube, I've actually never solved one. For anybody who's ever curious, like, so... You're sitting here doing these puzzles. Have you ever actually tried your hand at a Rubik's Cube? Yes, but I've never actually solved it. So, anyway, not that anybody cares. I'm just trying to stall for time here, because I'm trying to see what the first move is I should do without using a hint, mind you. It's not that I've been using them very freely, but I don't want to become too reliant on them, because I feel like if I do that, then I'm never going to be able to finish all the puzzles, because, I mean, clearly we have more puzzles than we do hints. And anyway, even if we did use the hint, it would only show us the first move, so anyway, get your mind off the hints. Jeez. Woo-wee! They, the puzzle designers must have thought it was kind of clever of them to make this puzzle seem like you were battling against Whitney's milk tank, 'cause wow! Wow-wee, this is just disgusting what they want you to do. So right where this green circle and yellow star are, you gotta switch these two. Then you gotta come down here on the bottom where this green circle and yellow star are, on the very bottom left, I mean. You're gonna switch them, and then you're gonna take this green circle and pull it out. And then finally, once again, they've done it again where they've made something nearly impossible for you to visually see. You're gonna match these green circles in this horizontal row here. And then as you can see, everything just kind of falls in place. And I think what mostly trips me up is the fact there's multiple stuff matching at the same time. Excuse me, I was trying to hold back a burp there. And I've already explained myself till I was blue in the face why I'm not a huge fan of those puzzles. And the reasoning, of course, being that it's really challenging to actually see visually how the puzzle is supposed to be solved. Based off of very little knowledge, you know, because I'm very much a visual person, and if I can't imagine, if you will, how something is going to play out before I go doing some moves, then I start to doubt myself, and then I start losing any hope of figuring out what approach to take, you know, as far as solving these puzzles are concerned. Okie dokie, so I think I have an idea I want to try. We're going to take this green circle, pull it out to the bottom right, switch this dark blue triangle with a light blue triangle, also known as the cyan triangle. And then, from there, we need to go ahead and match the cyan triangles in a combo of 4. So 1, 2, and then the rest just kind of, yeah, falls in place, sure enough. Now, of course, being able to see all this stuff afterward, yeah, right, but it's still pretty cool seeing it happen. Ba-da-ba-boom! Yay! We're doing pretty good! We're over halfway, making our way through this. We only got 4 more puzzles. I have faith in us. We can do this. Even though this puzzle here looks like it's death warmed over times 2. Interesting how they did this, because we got all the green circles, there are 6 of them all together, kind of all cluttered in one spot, and then we got this green circle over here. So what that tells me is maybe they want us to move the green circles to the left somehow. You know, like set them up, if you will. So why don't we do that? But before I do that, let me actually try something. I want to switch this purple diamond, okay. Pull this green circle over, excuse me. Then switch the purple diamond back with the cyan triangle that's now moved. And then, I don't know, is that going to work? Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, no. Pretty sure that was a bad idea. Man, I'm off my game today. Of course, then again, that implies that I was actually anywhere on my game to begin with. Ooh. Alright, so let's back it up from step 1. Take the cyan with the green circle here, switch them, and do the same thing on the bottom. And then, before you go matching this combo here, that's looking beautiful, switch this purple diamond and the green circle so we can get a combo of 7 matched. And there we go! Yay! A little awkward, but every puzzle to this point has been kind of awkward, so it's all good. Alright, yay! Sorry, I'm I'm forcing enthusiasm, I'm sure some of you could tell, but I'm at a point where I'm like, man, I just want to finish these puzzles. But I'm also kind of psyched and stoked because this will be the first time I've finished this, so I can't help but be a little, I might actually be able to do this. Because when I was going into this, I was thinking like, probably not going to be able to do it. At least not all in one go, or in under 3 hours, because man, you can see how long it's taken me to get through some of these rounds. You'd probably fall over in disgust or annoyance, you know? Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying most random nonsense. I need to shut up and just think. It looks like we really, really want to match the combo of 6 blues here, but something is telling me that, no, probably don't want to do that. Alright, so if that's the case, how do we want to approach? Do we want to do this carefully or recklessly? Let's try reckless. I'm going to switch this blue triangle with the purple diamond, and then I'm going to switch the green circle and the blue triangle on top of it, and do the same thing once more with feeling above that so it sets up the greens, kind of. And finally, I think the best move is we're going to take this purple diamond and drop it. I don't actually know if this is going to work, but I'm going to go on a bit of faith here. I have faith. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh yes! A chain of 8? A chain of 8 on 6-8. Woo! Alright. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have finished the minimum requirement for all the puzzles we need to complete. In order for Professor Oak to let us know that, trollolo, you've completed 8 stages. I just wish I could say you were all done. Dun dun dun! Okay, yeah, nobody was surprised. They already saw this happening. Yes, they also added 3-star last round puzzles. Yeah, we know it's the last challenge. We only need to clear any stage in this round to see the ending. But of course you all know I'm going to clear them all. I'm sure it's very hard, but since you've come this far, I think you can do it. I should hope so. Otherwise I wouldn't be trying my hand at it. I would have said, screw it, I'm done, and just thrown in the towel. Anyway, enough of me, excuse me, talking out my booty hole. Let's just go ahead and get on with it, shall we? Alright, extra 6-9, once again. I'm noticing a pattern here. They keep increasing the mountain of garbage that we have to look at. And I know why they're doing that. They're doing it because it makes it harder and harder for us to see the solution a little quicker and a little easier. So it's not bad, per se, but it is a touch annoying to have to sit here and sift through all this and think, okay, how do we do this? Alright, let me move the cursor out of the way because that gets distracting having it flicker, or have it blink back and forth. Or pulse like it's doing a little heartbeat dance up there. We have a total of, let's look at the reds, we have 6 reds, so 3 and 3 for those. We have 6 purple diamonds, so 3 and 3 once again. 6 cyan triangles, 3 and 3 once again. And then, how many stars? Those are the ones that seem to stick out a little bit. I mean, they're scattered all over like it's decorating a nighttime sky here. But we actually do need to see how many there are. We have 1, 2, 3 on the right-hand side, and then we have 1 that's just kind of hanging around up there, and then the rest are muddled down together for 5. 5 and 6 plus 3 is 9, so there are 9 yellow star puzzles. Good leaf. Woo! Fall is here, man. There's a lot of good leaves, apparently. Alright, well, if all else fails... I did say this, I think, a long time ago. Sometimes you have to work backwards in order to find the solution. It's a lot like in math, actually. There's a... I think it's... I don't know what methodology you would call it. I don't know if there's a name for it. Other than, say, work backwards. See where you want to start, or your answer... Excuse me. Try again. Silencing you know how to speak. What is the final answer you want to reach, even if you don't exactly know what the number is? And then kind of work backwards from how you get to that answer. Alright, so... What I'm seeing right now is maybe on the bottom left is where it kind of finishes up. because we got a yellow star on the bottom left, and then a yellow star right next to the cyan, with a cyan triangle in between the two, okay, on the bottom. And then above these cyan triangles that eventually will come down to match, we have a yellow star that's above that, so that's going to drop down and fix that up. But what's blocking the cyan triangles right now are these yellow stars here, so maybe this little yellow star right here will fall down and clean these up, okay? So, it's not totally preposterous to think that that's what's going to happen. So then how do we get that yellow star to move, or fall down? This red heart is immediately underneath it, but do we want to focus on getting the hearts matched, or do we want to see about finagling the purple diamonds? I mean, given that there are 4 purple diamonds up here, and only 2, like, near the bottom, I'm thinking we're probably going to want to match the hearts. So maybe for our first move, what we want to do is switch this purple diamond with the red heart. Okay? And the reason I say that, or say to do that, is because I feel like it would be a good idea, actually, to go ahead and try to focus on getting a match on the right-hand side with the hearts. And then maybe what we want to do is use this red heart right here that's closest to the edge, move it over to the right. Okay. And then, from there, I guess this is where it gets a little tricky. How do we want to go about solving this? Do we want to just pull the star out on the bottom? Like that? And then just go from there? I mean, I'm not going to complain if that's what we got to do, but wow. Hey! Working backwards actually worked out for me. Nice. My apologies if anybody's annoyed by my wordiness, but sometimes it's kind of hard to explain something you can visually see. And I'm trying to be as clear as I can be, you know, as far as explaining my reasonings as to why I do certain moves or how I come to certain conclusions. But maybe I need to do less explaining and more doing. That's what she said. Ooh. Had to get at least one bounce chick around joke in there. I mean, the first temptation I want to do is I want to pull this out right here just to see what happens. And see what that kind of leaves us with. Alright, so the only problem I see by doing that is we have one leftover triangle. Blue triangle, specifically. Okay. So that probably wouldn't be a good idea to do it that way, exactly. Well, why don't we try something? I want to try pulling this out, so that way at least it feels like it kind of sets some stuff up. Then, from there, what we probably want to do... Well, I did say we don't want to do a combo of 5 anywhere, because then we'll be left with leftovers, and while leftovers is a great item to have a Pokemon hold, it is not a good idea to leave leftovers in a Pokemon puzzle game, so... Let's see... Maybe we just pull this guy over here, or switch these two rather, this blue triangle and this purple diamond, and then take this blue triangle and pull it out? And then somehow the stuff matches itself? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Gotta keep dreaming. You know, kind of like that old 4Kids version of One Piece. Dreamin'! Don't give it up, Luffy! Dreamin'! Don't give it up, Zoro! Dreamin'! Don't give it up, Nami! Dreamin'! Don't give it up, give it up, give it up! Oh! Alright, enough of the bad singing. Time to put our thinking caps on. Well, if the time on the bottom right isn't any indication, I've been sitting here for quite some time trying to finagle which approach we needed to take, whether we need to tackle this puzzle from the right side somewhere, from the left side, or do a combo of 7 somewhere, but which, like, where would we even start? And I have really had no leads whatsoever, so I feel like one of those detectives trying to solve a murder mystery who just isn't having any luck today. So, to help myself with a little bit of that luck, I'm going to go ahead and use one hint. I know I've already used 2 altogether, but we're just going to have to swallow our pride and take the hint. So, first move... Ah, interesting. I actually was thinking to do that at one point, but after that I wasn't really sure what to do. So they want us to take this bottom right cyan triangle and pull it out. Alright. That's not too unreasonable. it just makes it to where things get a little tricky as to how we're supposed to go about solving the puzzle here. Okie dokie artichokes! So, I was actually on the right track with thinking we needed to match a combo 7 with the purple diamonds and the blue triangles. But I kinda did it backwards, go figure, I always do. So the first move, we already know, we take the cyan triangle on the bottom right corner and pull it out to the right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to line up the blue triangles on the right side here, like this. And then we need to set up the purple diamonds. So there are two options. We could take this one right here and drop it out, or go to the very top. The way the puzzles I've been playing, usually it's go to the very top and drop it down, because that's a very unpopular move for me to do, because I hate dropping stuff from the very top down and then solving the puzzle that way. But as it turns out, this is one of those rare occasions where the game doesn't totally hate me, and says, nah, you gotta come right here, drop this purple diamond out, and then you match the combo 7. And initially it looks like it's not gonna work, because the placement of stuff looks awkward. But as you can clearly see, we have just solved the last puzzle in Extra Round 6. Cleffa is so delighted. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute little smile. Oh my gosh, so adorable! So adorable, I love it. Yay! And I love the little dimpled cheeks there, the way it's smiling. Yay! Alright, so for clearing Extra Round, we get the last and final Silhoot, which was Elekid, if I believe. If I believe. Doesn't matter if you believe or not. It's facts, dude. If you remember is what you meant to say. Oh, yes, I know, buddy. Perfect time to hiccup burp. And do it again, sure, why not? Well, that's a sign to say thank you all so much for watching. Love you bunches. Please don't let us show swap. And the next time we meet, we are going to finish Puzzle Star Mode, thus finishing this Let's Play journey of Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. In the meantime, take care. Peace out, y'all. Check it.